For pre-algebra today, we are continuing just some reviews of problems that you guys got. I'm not worried about y'all with this. So what we're gonna do here is you can see I have all the different shapes. I didn't pick everything that we're gonna use for everything that you learned, but I picked some of the basics. So we're talking about area today. So the area of a square is just simply the side squared, because it's length times width, base times height, whatever you want to call it. Move over to a rectangle, so if this is side. So rectangle here, we've got length and we've got width. This is just simply going to be length times width, okay? Parallelogram, we have our base and we have our height, so it's just simply going to be base times height. Parallelograms and rectangles and squares all follow, quadrilaterals in general, all follow very similar formulas. You can write any of them as base times height or any of them as length times width. Just for a square, sometimes it's easier to say, oh, for a square, you square the area. Kind of rhymes if you think about it. And then when you get into triangles, the reason why its area is actually 1/2 base times height, so this is the base, this is the height, is because if you look at it and I were to draw a line splitting a rectangle or even a square or even a parallelogram in half, you would see that you can do, oh, well, it's base times height, but it's only half of it. So if I draw a line through here, that's half the rectangle. That's where we get the formula for a triangle from, okay? Trapezoid. Trapezoid is actually kind of weird. I like it though. So it's 1/2 height times the bases, so base 1 plus base 2. So in this case, they like to do base 1 as the top and base 2 as the bottom. It doesn't matter which order you add those in. They're being added, so you can do 1 plus 2 or 2 plus 3 or 2 plus 1. Sorry, I got ahead of myself and said 1 plus 2 equals 3. Anyways, the height is going to be the perpendicular from the first base to the second base. And that's all for that one. Okay, and then a circle. Remember, area is square area, so for the circle, it is just simply pi r squared. And remember, in this case, pi equals 3.14. Okay, I've got a couple problems for us. You can see I didn't give myself much space. That's because I have confidence that these will be fairly quick problems. Okay, so here I have a square with 3-inch sides. So I know area equals side squared. So area is going to equal 9, and we can't forget to put the square inches. I told you, I knew we got this. So a rectangle is length times width. Well, here I've got area equals length times width. So 2 times 5. Pretty easy. 10. Don't forget your square centimeters. So square units. See, today I added units for you. Okay, for this I have a triangle. I know that is area equals 1/2 base, which is 3, times height, which is 2. So this is actually going to be 1/2 of 6, which is 3. Now, one of the ways you could have done this, and I know Alan and Mason are gonna agree with me, is you could have just canceled out the 2's because there's a 2 on the bottom and a 2 on the top, so a 2 in a denominator and a 2 in a numerator. That's okay, you still end up getting the same answer, which gives us 3 square feet. If the canceling out ahead of time is quicker to you, go ahead and do it. I alternate sometimes depending on the numbers. Okay, we have a parallelogram. Area is base times height, which is 7 times 8, which is 56. Again, don't forget this is square inches. Okay, and then we have a circle with a radius of 5, so area equals pi times r squared, which is going to give us 25 pi, and then I have spaced out at the bottom to where I can multiply 3.14 times 25. Two times 1 is 2. Haha. 7 plus 5 is 15. 6, 7, 8. 7. So this is going to be 78, and then it's got 2 decimals, so 78.50 square centimeters. Okay, so make sure you go in, do your work. Hopefully you've been watching the videos to help give you a little bit of review over these things. So here are some of the formulas that we reviewed today, and I will see you guys tomorrow.